This is a pretty unique thing to the trail. It's a telephone. It's called a telephone of the wind. This telephone of the wind is for all who grieve. You are welcome to find solace here. Please use it to connect with those you have lost, to feel the comfort of their memory. May you hear their voices in the wind. May you be at peace with your losses. Though I've lost you, I can hear your voice in the silent echoes of your absence. You speak to me through rustling leaves, whistling wind, bowing branches. Though I've lost you, I can feel you here, in this shrine of the trees, in nature's sanctuary. I think a lot about my lost relatives and friends when I'm walking through the woods. Some of the memories, the good times, the bad times, just all the times that make up your friendship with that person. And here's your chance to pick up the phone and maybe hear them in the sounds. Most of you are pretty familiar with these phones, but if we got any younger people, this is how you used to make phone calls. You just pick up the phone and then when someone really ticked you off, which happened quite often back when we were teenagers, you could just get tired of hearing them and slam the phone down on them. And then expect someone to pull up in your driveway and sock you in the head in about 10 minutes. With it being 92 degrees out, we took a little side trip. It was a half-mile out of our way to a place called Canopus Lake. They got a beach area and concession stand, but it's not open now. But they got water up here and bathrooms, and the rangers left us ice water. Take care of the hikers. Very cool. Much thanks to the rangers for putting out the free ice water, because that water in our bottles from hiking this morning is already kind of getting warm, but this stuff is excellent. It's a nice area here. We're going to continue on and hike to the RPH shelter and catch a ride into Fishkill, I believe, because that's where our gear is waiting at a hotel for us. This is kind of a hazard in New York, or we've noticed it more in New York, is you can't see the trail where you're stepping, so you really can't see if there's snakes on the trail, where they like to lay on the trail. And that's the rattlesnakes are pretty laid back, and they basically don't strike you, but if you step on them, they will, because they're not aggressive out here. Too many people walk by them and they've rattled and they haven't done anything. But I guarantee you, if you step on one in that tall grass, it will strike you. Trail maintainers usually keep that cut back pretty good, at least in the other states. I haven't noticed it so much in New York. The trail's been covered a lot. We're on top of the Shenandoah Mountain in New York. One of the best views of the day so far. And a couple of videos ago, or quite a few videos ago, I mentioned there was going to be a big flag that was painted after 9/11. And I thought it was back a couple mountains ago, but this is it right here. Graffiti is really frowned upon on the trail, but this one is special. It's in memory of September 11, and they come up and repaint it every year. So it still looks good. I think it's the only graffiti on the trail that's really allowed or they don't get rid of. And I hope they continue to come up here and paint it forever, so no one ever forgets, you know, what happened September 11. Oh, we made it to one of the nicer shelters on the trail. This is called the Ralph's Peak Hiker's Cabin.
Or RPH.
Or RPH as they call it. This one actually has bunks. Very few shelters on the trail have bunks. Chairs to sit in. Got a little table over here to eat at. Like I said, it's very rare. Got the login book where people sign in. A Rifle was here. We saw him and that crew. I was always amused by this. Feet hanging like someone was on the roof and fell through. A little mini library. Going to read a book. Out back, they got a picnic table to sit at, and cook, and over there some pretty nice lounge chairs to sit at. Got a grassy area you can set your tent up in. It's a really top of the line shelter. Got a hiker box over here. People put stuff in if you leave it, or take something if you need it. So this is the RPH shelter. We got a big warning about ticks. Saw a guy on the trail. He showed me where his Lyme disease was. Said he was so weak he could barely lift a finger, and they hit him up with some pretty good drugs, and he's recovering pretty good from it. It's the first time I've ran into anybody out here that actually has Lyme. We're sitting inside the RPH shelter listening to the thunder and watching the lightning, waiting for our Uber to Fishkill. We just got here before this downpour. See, it was coming all day. It's kind of a race to see what was going to happen first. Either we were going to get to this shelter or we were going to get dumped on good. Rain don't bother me too much. I don't like the lightning. Not on exposed ridges anyhow. So I think we had about 20 minutes to our Uber gets here. We kind of got lucky getting an Uber today out here.